welcome to the Nexus. So, to commemorate the end of Star Trek Discovery after 5 seasons, I've decided to do the Star Trek Fleet Puzzle of Discovery. We've done a few on these channels already. Please go and check the videos out, they're already there. Discovery this week ended after 5 seasons. I actually liked Star Trek Discovery. It was something different. Despite flaws and anything it goes by online, because there is a love-hate relationship for this TV series, I've got to say I really liked it, like I said before. But also, we wouldn't have other Star Trek, we wouldn't have Lower Deck, Star Trek Picard, or anything like that, Strange New Worlds, if it wasn't for Star Trek Discovery that kicked off Star Trek again. So to basically celebrate all of that, I've decided to do this. It's been sitting on the side here for ages, so let's start it. Okay, so we've done a few of these before, so that is what we're going to be doing. These models are quite big as well, which is really good. So that's the instruction sheet, and we will need that. And just like I've done before, so we're going to do it in real time, because I find when I know there's a lot of videos online where they just sort of show you the bits and it's built. And sometimes I feel that it's nice to sort of get the whole lot lowdown, really. Okay, so let's get it out of the film, like so. Put that in the bin. Put that just there. Okay, so we've got the stand section. Looks like we've got the one of the engines, but also the saucer section on that one. And like I said, we've done lots of these on the channel, so you can check out the size of this thing. Is going to be really, really big. Now, I have liked all of these. I wish they did more of these. These were part of quantum mechanics, which isn't around anymore. So we've got our tweezers here, and if you've not seen the show before, you'll know why we'll need them in just a moment. So first we need to pop out number 2, and here we go. So we need to pop out all these sections here. We're going to have loads of mess on the table, by the way, at the end of this. Let's just pop all these out. So we build the stand first. That's the thing we always do first. So we've got that. We have the nameplate. So the nameplate's going to go on. So we're just going to push that through like that. Wrap around. And that's the nameplate there. We're then going to grab 11 and 14. So we've got 11 here. Push that out. And 14. And then we're going to look for 61 and 61 and 64. Just here. Okay, so these got to go through here. All the way through. There we go. So even though these are different numbered, they're actually the same height. So this is going to sit doubled up just in here, like so. Like that. Then we've got 13, so that will be the back part. So that's going to sit like so. And then we've got 37, which I don't know why they've sort of dotted it about. And that will go on that section, just there. So you can sort of see underneath, which is really cool. So that's who done them. Like I said, I've sort of sat on these for quite, not literally, come on. I've sat on these for quite some time. I've got some here. I'm going to get through them. I've got to get through them. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is 30, which is this section just here. And we've got to pop out some sections, so we're going to pop out the middle. And this section just here, there's 2 little holes just here. 1, 2, like that. Then we need 34. So 34, which is this section just here. Careful when you're poking these ones out. And this is going to sit just along the front here, like so. It's got little windows on it. That sort of sits along the front, like that. Then we've got 47, which is going to sit at the back. Once again, we're going to be quite gentle with it, so it's going to sit sort of here. Going to run along to there. So it's going to sit along like that. Then we need 41 and 16. So 41, 41. We need a little bit of help just to push that round. Like so. And then we need 16. And 16 is just on this one. Like so. So that's what that bit looks like. We then need to take 25 and is 25, our big saucer section here, and 19, which is the even bigger one, which actually has the Discovery sort of name on it, which is good. Like that. Now I need to pop all these out. Got one here and one here. They're camouflaged. And one here. Okay. Right, so these 2 sections, so that's the top section, this is the bottom section. So this is going to sit just like that. If we can, it's got to sit right down into it. So it is about just bending a few bits. So it goes in like so. There we go. And this one goes on top, like so. And this will just go around like that. I didn't push out that hole on this one, did I? There we go. Making sure it all sort of lines up. Doesn't matter if it pops out, it will, the other stuff will hold it eventually. Okay, so what we're going to do is actually just put that aside for now until we need the other sections. Okay, we're now going to do the bridge section, the sort of ball section in the morning, in the middle. Okay, so we need number 1. Before we do that, actually, we will need 17. Which is this bit here. And we also need 57. So I think 57 is going to be on this one. 57, which is this section just here. And this one will go in here. That's like that. Then we need 1. Number 1. It's going to go around here. That's like that. Then we need 10. Hang on. Yeah, 10. Which is here. I'm literally just going to follow this round, but the numbers are all over the place. So you've got 10, 18, 18, like that. 26, which is this one, making sure they're all the right way around. Oops. And 28. So that's like that. We now need 40. Which is this 31. Yeah, this is the top part. I'm trying to look for 40. 40's there. That's the bottom part. And then we need 6. Number 6. This part just here. Okay. So, number 6. Let's poke out number 6. And put number 6 just there, like so. So the longer bit is facing that way. Then what we've got to do is poke these all out. Okay, and then this part is going to sit on the top here, so they will go down onto these sections just here. What we need to do is bend them very slightly, that's it, to break them off. Bit fiddly this one. Okay. Right, that was a bit of a pain. Right, okay, so I'm just gonna making sure that you get all these little bits off properly, otherwise we'll encounter problems. I think that's what my problem just was. I didn't pull off one of the tabs properly. Working on small parts here. Okay. Okay. So this part here, it doesn't actually say which way it needs to go, so I'm just gonna push it down, making sure it goes into these little tabs. Now this section here will need to be tabbed in as well, so that could help stabilitate it just a bit. There goes that tab. Sometimes you have to help. There we go. So that's the little dome that sits. Now we do need 63, which is this part of the last little part that we need. And this is going to sit on there. We're going to bring our saucer section back over, which we saw separate, which is really cool in the last episode. Spoiler alert. And then I should have said spoiler alert beforehand. Right. So this is going to go on like this. This is going to sort of sandwich the bits together. So we need to tab this bit in as best we can, like so. Really sort of force it sort of in. There we go. And then this section will tab into these two bits here. And we now have our our saucer section. And yeah, I mean, it looks all right. It's done the job. Right, we're going to put that aside now, and we are going to, are we working on this one now? Yep. Okay, so we need 12. 46. This brown section just here, so that's going to be a hidden section. Okay, so we need this part. It's going to sit like that. 12 is going to sit on this big section here, like that. Number 7. Let's sit just here, like that. And we need number 4, deflector dish. Tab out these little sections here. And that section, we need 43. 43, there we are. Let's up on this one here. So this bit here will go into here. And we've got this bit, so it sort of goes on itself like that. It's a bit weird. Right, okay. So it's going to tab itself up there, and this bit is going to I got it around the wrong way. So it's going to tab in like that, because we're building Discovery from, I think must be the first season, before it had its big upgrade. So we've done that section there. We then need 33. 33, which is this section just here. So as you can see, I'm not being careful here. It's all about just having stuff out. And we need to poke these little holes out and making sure we get rid of the little tab marks, like so. Okay, so this part here, that's the bottom section. So the little tab is going to sit up there, and that one's going to sit on that one, like so. And then we're going to curve this round, and it's going to sit on the other side, like that. So that's that part. We're then going to create these parts here. So we've got 35. So yeah, it's a big old part, this section. So we need that plus 48, which is this one down here. Right, okay. And we also need the other section. So this is 55. This one goes at the bottom, and that one goes at the top. So we're going to tab out all these. That's one side. two brown sides will obviously meet each other, so let's push these down. Okay, so those are going to go like so. And then this section here is going to go through both bits like that. And these little tabs are going to just go, so it's got to sit flat. There we go. There is a little tab just here. Okay, that's me around the wrong way. Okay, so that's going to sort of tab in like that, and then this is going to slide all the way up here like that. That's like that. So that's the top, that's the bottom, just like that. Okay, let's put that there for a second. The next going to be doing the, I do believe, the underside of the hull. So we need 53. 53, which is this section just here. And 59, which is this section just here. And then we need 20 and 38. Okay. 38, which is this one. So let's stick on 38 first so we don't get muddled up. So 38 will be section, back a section like that. It sort of sits like that. And then we need 20. And there's 20. I don't know why the numbers are all over the place. So that sort of sits like that. And okay, so the next part is we need to attach this under here. So yeah, the thinner parts go at the back, and then these parts go here. That sort of sits in like that. Like so. Keeping it upside down, we need 56. Which is this part here. I'm going to push these tabs out. Like so. This is going to sit further to the front, so we're going to tab this in this side, all the way through. Round it goes, in it goes. So it looks like that. And then we need number 3, so that's right on the very first one. Yeah, number 3. This part just here. Okay, so the little tabs, this sort of gets bent up like that. So that little one goes in there, and they go in there. I'm just going to push that down. So that sort of sits just like that. We then need 15, which is the shuttle bay. That section here. And that section is going to tab into this part up here. And push in sort of like yep, so that's like that. Okay, next 52. I've got parts all over the place here. 52, here we go. Right, I'll close both of them. And this part is going to sit, so we're going to tab it into these parts around here. It just sort of sits in like that. And it's going to come round, and tab in like that, and then tab in the opposite side. Okay, and then the next part is we need 27. 27 just here. Okay, so 27 is going to sit under here. Oh no, what have I done? Oh, balls. Okay, I know what I've done. These have got to come off. I'm afraid they've got to come off. I've got to flip them. So like that. And that's got to sit. Yep, like that. Knackers. Right. That is because I made a fuck up. Shit. Okay, so I'm going to have to redesign this whole thing now. It happens. It happens. We're rectifying it. At least we found the problem, and then we can rectify it. There we go. Yeah, don't make the same fuck up I did. Right, so these parts go together like that. So they sort of line up. This part goes underneath. And this part is the top section. That's like that. Okie dokie, and then that sits like that. Demo. Okay, right, okay, so yes, so 27, that will sit round here like so, and all of this gets pushed, come on, like so. Like that, and then we need 29, so I'm going to do that first before I go ahead and do the engines. So this part's going to sit down here. And it's just going to tab in as it goes up. There we go. I mean, it's not without the engines, but I mean that is looking pretty slick now. I mean, it looks, look at the size of that, it's quite big. I mean, okay, so all of the parts that are left are all to do with the engine, or engines. So, the first thing we need is 44. Here we go. So this is the interior structure. We're going to do one at a time. So that's the interior structure. We need 21 next. That's going to sit on the first section. Then 36. It's like finding a needle in a haystack. It's all over the place. Right, 36. That's those two. 24. I haven't finished one spur yet, so 24 is going to go under here. And 62, lucky 62. Right. 62, small one here. Okay, 62 is going to go at the back, like that. So that's the inner structure. We're next going to get 49. Is this long section. Tab out some of these bits here. Okay, so like I said, I've done a few of these already, and I wish they'd do more, to be fair, because they're quite good. Okay, so that's our first bit. So obviously this is going to go down like here. So I'm just going to tab that in to these bits that we've just stuck on, like that, all the way down to the bottom here. That's the first section bit done. Then we need number 9. And this is going to sit under here. So that's going to sit there on these bottom tabs, and that's going to go up. So that's that bit. Then we need number 8. So this is the wraparound engine, actual, the thing that will make it look like a walk nacelle. I mean, for paper, or this is sort of high dense card. It's not paper, but it's really sturdy stuff. It's like it's a bit like a foam backing, or a foam middle section. Not like a foam backing, but I think these are great, personally. And I've nearly done the whole set. I've got the whole set here. Okay. This is going to tab round, but before we do that, I need to do a few things. So I'm going to tab this in. It's going to tab in just like that. And I need to, before we sort of wrap it round, I need to get 42, which is going to be on here, that blue section, and 32. So 32. So 32 is going to sit on the top here, on this bit just here. So we're going to just pull these sections down slightly. They're going to sit into the top of these tabs here. So that sits up like that. Then this section here is going to sit in here. I'm going to put this in here first, and then when it comes round, it should in theory tab into like that. So all this is going to just sort of tab around, so, and we have our first warp nacelle, and that is going to be able to go straight on like that. And you can sort of see this thing is massive. When you start building this, you kind of see it all laid out. You don't think it's going to be as big that it actually is. So next we're just going to do the other one, and then we're done. So this is 45. Like that. We do need. Let's build this up first. I don't want to get ahead of myself. We know where the sections are now, so that's 50. 50 is going in there. We've got 54, which is going to go in there. And we've got 58, which is at the bottom there. 58. All the way. Then 65. The only problem I have is that the numbers, I don't know whether that's just the way that they grabbed it or what, I don't know. Right, we've got 60. Once again, we're just going to pop out all of these. I have made a rather messy workbench. So once again, I'm just going to tab this in all the way down, like so. Like that. Then we're going to use 23, which is this one just here. It's going to go underneath. Like that. Just like that. We've then got our engine section just here. Like that. I have no edited this, So you can see me gone wrong as you did with the saucer section, and then you can oh, I've got a laugh. Okay, 39. So we need 51 as well, so let's pull out 51. That gets rid of that spare. That spare's done. That's the last bit there. So that's all the spares done. Okay, so the first thing we've got to do is stick this in here, like so. That one's not been popped out properly. Okay, so just like with before, we're just going to hold this along here on one side. We're just going to put this part on, the longer section facing towards the ship. There we go. Come on, little tab, get in. There we go. And we're going to tab this in here, and this is going to come up. That's going to tab in. It's going to go on there. That's going to sit further up. Okay, so we have our second engine. That is going to go in. And we now have USS Discovery. Look at that. Now, I've built a few of these. This is probably the most sturdiest out of them all. Though we had a little bit of a mess up here, it's we're going to do that as well. You can see Discovery there. I'm going to be this is so cool. So I'm putting all this rubbish over here a second. That's all bits. Well, what I can see. Okay, so moment of truth. Will she sit? Will she? She will. Look at that. That sits perfectly on that. So I'm going to hold it and turn it so you can see how it sits. And yeah, it's a little bit of a poignant end there. Whether you feel bad or good about Discovery, I hope that its legacy actually does better than the show did, because even though I liked it, I know a lot of people didn't like it and stuff like that. But you have to remember, DS9 was like that, Enterprise was like that, and both of them now are kind of revered as really, really good shows, much better than people thought they were going to be or were when they first released. So I think Discovery will have that same sort of impact. You know, in a couple of years' time, we're going to look back on Discovery and think, actually, it wasn't actually a bad show. It's pretty good. Like I said, whether you love or hate it, you've got to thank Discovery for reigniting the Star Trek flame. You know, we wouldn't have the merch that we got out, though it hasn't done very well. But we wouldn't have this sort of stuff if it wasn't for Discovery. We wouldn't have things like Lower Deck, Star Trek Picard, Strange New Worlds, all the other new stuff as well. And it all originated from this show. So, yeah, you have to sort of give that a thumbs up, because, you know, we wouldn't have Trek, and I think it's worth sticking around for. But yeah, look at that. It's great. Okay, so whether you like Discovery or not, I'm pretty sure that you like the ships from it. And as you can see, this is pretty good all round. A pretty decent ship. And definitely one I'm going to display. I don't know whether I'm going to display it here on here. We're having a bit of renovation, maybe sort of. I mean, you've got to think these are light enough to hang, so you could hang this quite comfortably. And it just looks really, really good. And you know, at close up you can obviously see stuff, but further away, I mean, you wouldn't really be able to tell if that was card or not, really, if you saw that on a desk. And the size of it as well, I mean, you know, the size of it's amazing. But like I said, you know, Discovery is what it is. I've really liked the show. Shame that it's a goner, that it's gone off, but I'm actually really happy that it got to 5 seasons. Lots of shows nowadays don't get that. So I'm really happy, and the stuff that it's spawned from it as well. But let us know in the comments what you think. Thank you for watching. As always, guys, we will catch you at the next video. So let's fly.